I'm an engineer, and I've always been involved with efficiency. I guess I set off on a crusade, if you want to call it that. I know some of these toilets work, and I know other ones don't. How can we differentiate between the ones that work and the ones that don't work? And the certification requirements don't differentiate between those. So we had to do some research to find out how would you differentiate between a toilet that works and doesn't work. Well, we all know what a toilet's supposed to flush, and what they're being tested with is nothing like that. So we developed something that's very, very similar to what a toilet really flushes. Yeah, let me show you what they use for certification right now to test a toilet. They're not very realistic. It's little sponges. They get soaked in water. There's 20 sponges and 8 paper wads. This is craft paper. I'm sure people haven't used toilet paper like this since the Sears Roebuck catalog was used years and years ago. But what happens is they put this media in the toilet, it's soaked, they put it in the toilet, and there's 20 sponges, 8 paper wads, so 28. A toilet would have to get 22 of whatever out of the toilet to pass. Now, I don't know about you, but most people I know would not be happy with a toilet that only got out 79% of the waste. Let's test this 13-liter toilet, what the kind a lot of people have in their homes currently, with the certification media. Our 20 sponges, and there are 8 wads of paper. Dropped randomly in on the sponges. Let's see how this toilet does. One little sponge left. If you remember, I said they're allowed to leave 6. So according to the certification media, that would be a pretty successful toilet. But of course, to get realistic results, you have to use a realistic media. Since we couldn't really get the real thing, we decided to use this. Soybean paste. Each test specimen, as we call it, is 50 grams of soybean paste. It's encased in a thin latex membrane that allows us to reuse it over and over again, and yet it adds no stability or structural support to the waste. An average person will put out slightly less than 3 of these at each turn. We have 5 50-gram specimens here. That's 250 grams. That's the minimum amount that a toilet has to pass to meet our certification. We have what we call our really sophisticated drop guide over the toilet. That's to simulate the human condition and make sure that the media is put into the bowl in the proper orientation. So there's 250 grams. This is the minimum. This is a toilet that just simply excelled at passing the test media for the certification agencies. Now we'll see how it does. Still plugged. So now let's look at a different type of toilet. This is an efficient 6-liter that we rated very high in our testing. Again, this is the 250 grams. This is what the minimum is to flush. I'm going to put all of this, 1,000 grams in this toilet. 4 times our minimum, over 2 pounds of media. The bowl is so full that some of the media is not even in the water. And here we go. A wet shoe later, there it is, 1,000 grams.